Thank you. Thank you for yielding, Mr. Jordan. Might I remind my friend, Mr. Conley, of Justice Scalia's words when he says, "It may be objected that if weapons that are most useful in military service, M16 rifles and the like, may be banned, then the Second Amendment right is completely detached from the prefatory clause. And the prefatory clause would be a well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of a free state. So it may well, and this is again Justice Scalia, it may well be true today that a militia, to be as effective as militias in the 18th century, would require sophisticated arms that are highly unusual in society at large. Indeed, it may be true that no amount of small arms could be useful against modern-day bombers and tanks. But the fact that modern developments have limited the degree of fit between the prefatory clause and the protected right cannot change our interpretation of the protected right."
Would my friend yield for a second?
No, I would not. I mean, do you understand what that statement says? That statement says that the Second Amendment protects weapons that are of primary use to a militia. And what is a militia? A militia is all able-bodied personnel that can be called up in defense of a free state. That is exactly what Justice Scalia says in the Heller decision. Now, I would ask Mr. Bussey, Busey, I think. You said that you have a lot of experience in the firearms industry. How is an AR-15 any different from any other semi-automatic rifle with a detachable magazine? Let's say like a Remington 7400, chambered in .223 or .556.
The AR-15 and the military version rifle on which it is based is designed specifically for offensive use in war, and the Remington rifle to which you refer is not designed for that. There are numerous design factors. I don't think we have enough time. I certainly don't have enough time on this clock to list all the features which denote that.
Okay, do they not both fire one round with a single pull of a trigger?
Yes, sir, they do.
Okay. Do they not fire the same caliber of round, .223 or 5.56 ammunition?
They both can be chambered in that caliber, yes, sir.
Okay, do they not both feed from a detachable box magazine?
Yes, sir, they do.
Okay. So basically what you see is looks. Just it looks different.
That's not true.
Between a Remington 7400 and an AR-15. It does exactly the same thing.
If that was the case, sir, I would expect that we would be soon arming our special forces with the Remington 7400. I'm not aware of any such demands.
Well, you know, our special forces, they don't use AR-15s, do they?
Some do, yes, sir.
They use M4s.
No, some use AR-15s.
And they have different things that attach to them, like optics and like laser designators and like flashlights and all sorts of other things.
Most of which are available to civilians as well, sir.
Absolutely, they are, okay? But the Remington 7400 does exactly the same thing with every pull of the trigger that an AR-15 does. So I disagree completely with your statement that the AR-15 is a weapon of war.
Sir, you must disagree with the folks in the military who request the AR-15 and the
Mr. Busey, this is not a discussion. Okay, thank you. Now I would ask Ms. Sampson. You said in your statement that though trace data from the dealers or distributors, trace data from manufacturers, through trace data from the manufacturers, or from ATF rather, manufacturers know which dealers or distributors routinely sell crime guns. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. You use this term crime gun. Can you define that term?
A crime gun is a gun where either the possession of the gun itself was a crime or the gun was used in a commission of a crime.
Say that again?
A crime gun was a gun in which either the possession of the gun itself was a crime or was used in the commission of a crime.
Okay, so do you have evidence to show that every trace gun is a crime gun, as you call it?
By definition, yes. And we've seen instances where manufacturers have continued to do business with dealers who have an inordinate amount of traces per year. And the majority of dealers don't have a trace in a year, so if a manufacturer sees the same store continuing to sell crime guns, that should raise an alarm bell to that manufacturer.
But
that dealer
manufacturers
probably
primarily sell to
complied with the
distributors,
law.
right?
Manufacturers sell to distributors who sell to dealers, but
Okay,
they
so
have
so
some
the
control.
manufacturer's never going to actually see the dealer sale, is he?
Yes, they will. They will understand which dealer the gun came
No, if they sell to a distributor, how would they know that?
through the ATF.
But the ATF's not going to tell them what dealer.
The ATF has actually offered to do that, and manufacturers have refused, and I detail that in my written testimony.
All right.
Gentleman's time has expired.